The room was dim, its walls scarred with peeling paint, and silence hung heavy except for the faint breaths of an old man lying on the narrow bed. His once strong hands, now frail and trembling, rested on the blanket. Time had stripped him of family, wealth, and strength, but there was one bond that remained unbroken: his faithful Labrador, Bruno. Bruno had been with him since he was a pup, a golden spark of life that filled the man's lonely house with laughter. Over the years, Bruno became more than just a pet. He was family, a companion who walked beside him in both joy and sorrow. But now, as the man's body weakened with illness, Bruno sensed the weight of approaching goodbyes. That evening, Bruno slipped out of the house, his heart guided by instinct and love. He trotted to the nearby bakery, a place where the old man often bought fresh bread. The shopkeeper, who knew the dog well, placed 2 bread rolls in a small plastic bag and tied it, so Bruno could carry it in his mouth. With steady determination, the Labrador returned, his paws clicking softly against the cold floor as he entered the room. The old man stirred faintly, his tired eyes opening just enough to see his dog. There, standing loyally beside the bed, was Bruno, holding the bag of bread with such care, as though it were a treasure. Tears welled in the man's eyes. It wasn't just bread, it was love. It was Bruno's way of saying, "I will care for you, even until the very end." With what little strength he had left, the man raised a trembling hand and touched Bruno's head. The dog leaned in, pressing his warm fur against the hand that had raised him, protected him, and loved him all his life. Neither spoke, for words were not needed. The silence between them was filled with loyalty, gratitude, and an unbreakable bond that even death could not sever. Moments later, the old man closed his eyes once more, his breathing shallow but peaceful. Bruno laid down beside the bed, resting his head near his master's arm, guarding him one last time. In that simple act of carrying bread, Bruno gave his master the purest gift, his heart. And though the walls of that lonely room may crumble with time, the memory of a dog's final gesture of love would remain eternal.